Black hair. What was it about black hair that made Europeans cringe? In America, they wanted us to straighten it out. In Africa, they wanted them to shave it off. And today, people have been brainwashed. Black people all over the globe have been brainwashed into over critiquing black hair and how we style it. So let me just put mine up for a second so I can talk about how less critical Europeans are about their own hair and their own hairstyles versus how critical they are about everyone else's, especially black people's hairstyles. Let's read. In Europe, girls aren't required to shave their hair. They can let that bad boy grow as long as they want it to grow, okay? They can do whatever the flip they want with it. It's not highly policed, and they don't say shave your head because it's going to distract from your classes or your learning or your academics. It's going to be a big old distraction, so just cut your hair off, young ladies. They don't do that in Europe. They never have. They also don't make it mandatory for them to curl it up. Make your hair curly. Make your hair curly. There's no craziness like that going on in Europe. It never has been. There has never ever been anything systemic to make them radically change their hair at all. However, when they got to Africa, because during pre-colonialism, African women did not shave their heads. They styled their hair. But to brainwash the African person into inferiority, okay? They said your hair isn't good enough. Your hair is kinky, it's wild, it doesn't look European. So guess what we're gonna do? Y'all are gonna shave it off because you want to be like me. See, you want to be like me, the European. My hair is flat, it lays down, it has no character. Okay? That's the way you want it to be. And so that became the push all around the globe. It became the standard. If your hair did not look like a white woman's hair, then I guess you're just going to shave it off. In the case of America, though, you better find a way to make it straight, or we're going to overlook you for this job. You won't be able to work. So in Africa, it was shave their heads. Growing up, when they're young girls, shave their heads all through school because it's a distraction. All kind of reasons, right? All kind of reasons. However, the white little girls did not have to do that. And in the United States, though we could braid our hair and everything else, you'd be hard pressed to find a job back in the day. Okay? Unless you straighten that bad boy out. So the question is the shaving of young girls' hair culture, or is it brainwashing? It actually became a product of brainwashing on the African continent. Though they will make reasons for it, okay, to justify it, because that's what brainwashing does. It makes you create reasons for why you do it to maintain the quote unquote tradition. It actually has nothing to do with culture or cleanliness at all. Though many educators will say, oh, it's because we don't want any competition. We want them to focus on their grades and everything. We don't want them to focus on their look. They're going to be unable to learn. They're going to be in competition. The rich people are going to be able to do their hair better than the poor people are going to be there. All kind of stuff, okay? When the reality is the Europeans said to do it, and they did it and began to brainwash. All the excuses are just forms of brainwashing, okay, for the younger generations. So there you have it. That's the case in Africa. Now over in the United States of America and Jamaica and many other places, even today, we find the policing of black hair with excuse after excuse after excuse as to why it must be done. Let me tell you something. Come closer. You've been brainwashed. It's okay to style your hair. It doesn't make you dumb. It's okay to style your hair. It's okay to want your hair to look beautiful. It's okay. It's actually a life skill. For if you don't learn how to style and care for your own hair while you're young, then you're going to be older having many complications, especially if you're black like me. Thank God my mother taught me how to care for my hair, and her mother taught her how to care for hers. And it wasn't through just chopping it off, okay? It was through just learning what type of hair you have and caring for it as it grows from your head. This seems to be what the Europeans hated the most. They did not understand black hair. But it's up to us as black people to understand our own hair and care less what the Europeans think. Okay? Even for the girlies who like to wear the edges. That it seems being banned in a Jamaican school. One does not have to negate one part of yourself in order to do good in another area. It's a balancing act. And again, that in itself is a life skill. You can have hair and a great hairstyle and be just as smart as everyone else. Even smarter. If your hair grabs attention, shoot, God wanted it to. If it's your crown, wear it well. Don't teach your children to shrink. Because when you teach your children to shrink, they will always look at the European woman as their standard of beauty. And the brainwashing will have won.